Greetings, welcome to Jefficho Films. Today we're going to talk about a 1978 Star Wars ripoff, though it does claim to have been written before Star Wars and conveniently has laser swords and a plot fairly similar to Star Wars. So let's review StarCrash. This movie starts out with an opening shot of a ship in space. Paint your models, folks. And we see a sideways turbolift and a few crew. Then they're attacked by red glowy balls and the shuttles escape and the ship doesn't fare too well. Then we get an Arrowhead space starship where we meet Akton and Stella Star, played by the lovely Caroline Munro. They're being pursued by the cops and Thor, chief of the Imperial Police, orders them to surrender, and then we meet a really mean robot.
Stella, you cheap smuggler. I am police robot Elle. You have the right to remain silent.
Go for hyperspace!
They get out of hyperspace to avoid the neutron star, and they have to separate the ship and calibrate. Stella throws on a suit, jumps over to the spaceship launch and finds an injured man and pets him. Also, I think Akton's a telepath. Fighter ships show up, and this time they surrender. On board another ship, Count Zarth Arn receives an Imperial report and offers some great insight.
We found one damn survivor. Right now the Imperial shuttle ship has taken him to their medical center, but his brain seems to be thoroughly damaged.
Calls for tiny work robots that aren't supposed to look tiny, I don't think so, but they do. Akton gets 220 years of work labor, and Stella gets work labor for life. But I do like her outfit. I'm not sure it's work safe though.
Let's go!
I've been at this for 12 straight hours. The radiation will burn my skin off.
Already a laser gunfight that shoots the core and blows up the building? And then she gets picked up by Thor because somehow she escaped, and apparently he's there to help her, and they go get Akton, and now I feel like we've wasted the first 15 minutes of this movie. We also get a hologram of the Emperor. The Count has created a large weapon that only a planet can hide, and their first attempt to stop it has failed. Now they must sail to the Forbidden Stars and find it and destroy it. Also, while they're at it, they must find the Emperor's son. And geez, Christopher Plummer, setting the acting bar high. Good luck, everyone else.
You must sail to the haunted stars. You must find that ship. Find the Count's secret planet and destroy it.
They go into hyperspace and they said it was going to take a lot of time, like 2 hours, but it took no time. But we do get some pretty different colored stars. Eli, the annoying southern robot, and Stella goes down to the planet where they're on a beach. And Stella's abs are as good as some of the female wrestlers I like. Impressive. They get brought to the headquarters and have a peaceful conversation you would expect from advanced civilization of Amazons.
Die, robot! Don't make us kill you!
Queen Corellia is working with Count Zarth, and she tells her some of her plans, and then Eli shows up and saves her, and then she asks the Guardian to take her revenge. Revenge? Stop motion was all a craze back then. It's disappointing the Guardians didn't use their boob guns. They get back to the ship and are pursued, so the point of that was, I mean, we have a little space battle and some people try to make it more exciting than others.
We've got him. Watch out on the right.
One more! There's one more!
They head to another planet, an ice planet, and they find a ship from the beginning, and his computer is a giant brain. And then this happens.
I'm just waiting.
Your waiting's over.
Damn it, Thor. He won't open the door because he wants to join the League of Darkness. And Eli takes Stella's hand, and they lie down in the snow, and he places her in a state of suspended animation. Well, that's what they say.
How long will the delay be?
I think a very long time. You shouldn't try taking off without asking me first.
This time I'll make sure you're dead.
Surprise, Akton is not dead, and he uses an advanced form of martial arts. Also, he's impervious to laser bolts, and he defeats Thor. Eli brings Stella back on board, and she's frosted, but Akton uses his powers to bring her back. They head down to the planet Dermundia and are attacked by red glowing balls. This is both bad and great.
Look! What is it?
It must be the hat weapon!
My head!
They survived it somehow, no explanation, and they get down on the planet and find a third shuttle launch, and then they get attacked by cavemen, and Eli gets disassembled. They take Stella back and hang her up like Ewoks would, and then Laser Eye shows up. I know that voice. Hasselhoff. And then he reveals himself, and he's Prince Simon, the Emperor's son.
This is an energy shield mask, and the amount of energy is limited.
They must find the machinery and destroy it as they walk through caves and then find the door. No guards. They get to the nerve center, and you gotta love having the movie explained to us by Akton. All the bad guys show up and Zarth gives a speech. He's got the Emperor coming and plans to blow up the planet. And he has an evil laugh that he does a lot.
You hear? In less than an hour's time, all that will be left of this planet will be ashes and cosmic dust.
It's funny he says that because it's been an hour and it feels like forever. Akton has a laser sword and he starts battling some robots. It's green. And also he gets hit. And then Simon has to pick it up, but Akton still has to save them. The Emperor shows up and Akton's gonna stay and die.
I can't leave you. You're the only human-like friend I've ever had. I don't understand. You never die.
Stella.
Honestly, Akton's died before and he never really dies. After he's done Obi-Waning himself, the Emperor shows up. And Stella says they have 48 seconds. Seriously? You've been keeping track? The Emperor calls his battleship and tells them to halt time. And then Simon prepares Stella for what he'll be like as a lover.
3 minutes are enough, Father.
They fly off, the planet explodes, and they reuse a lot of spaceship shots, like 3 times or more. Zar's ship is a claw, that's cool, but they sure don't build ships like they used to.
I'll be the new emperor, and I will be the master of the whole universe.
The Emperor launches torpedoes. Why aren't they just sucked out into space? Also, the scenes are so out of order that they were fighting an onboard threat before they even got into battle on board. It's a painfully repetitive space battle that our heroes just sit there and watch. They don't even get involved. I do like the smoke that though comes out of the vest when people get shot by lasers. And Zark just keeps ordering his men to kill them. Like, that's one hell of a general. Kill them! Oh, kill them too! Kill them! Great strategy. Holy shit, Zarth's death squad does their job, and the Emperor's forces are defeated. Zarth wants to use this doom machine to destroy the Emperor's home planet.
There's one solution left. I'm afraid we're forced to use it. StarCrash.
Fourth-dimensional attack.
They're gonna use StarCrash. That sounds cool. A floating city. But really, I want this movie to end. They're gonna launch that floating city at Zarth through the fourth-dimensional space and destroy his ship. And also they rebuilt Eli. Really? So they had 3 minutes to escape the planet and send a team back to go grab Eli's parts and rebuild him? Sure. I hope somebody at least had fun building these miniatures. Stella and Eli fly the city, and Zarth gets some bad news.
My lord,
Yes, Elric?
a floating ship is about to crash into us.
What? Zoltan!
Yes, my lord.
Destroy the floating ship approaching us.
More space battles, and then they jump out into space again. Shouldn't they be like sucked out? Zarth dies like a man at least, futilely shouting while explosions are around him. So, StarCrash you say? Fourth dimension. Yeah, never saw any of that. So, I don't know why they decided to build it up. Cool name though, never happened. What the fuck? Simon decides to pick him up, and they say each other's names a bunch of times. But at least Christopher Plummer brings us back home. I really need to find some more movies with young Christopher Plummer. He's so good. And handsome too.
Well, it's done. It's happened. The stars are clear. The planets shine.
So why didn't the Amazons show up and battle Stella at the end? Pretty lame. This movie had like bad sound editing. It had bad editing overall. The director Luigi Cozzi said the script was developed before Star Wars. Now let's just say I believe you and I ignore all the parallels. Your movie was still shit. Maybe if you had shown StarCrash, maybe there was a big epic ending rather than just repetitive space battles, and our heroes actually did something. Maybe. But you didn't. And that's what disappoints me. When you watch this movie, you kind of wonder why Christopher Plummer's even in this. But apparently, he was like, hey, you're going to send me to Rome to film? Why not? I'll play the Emperor of the Universe. I don't understand how a movie that has David Hasselhoff pick up a laser sword and battle robots could be bad. But it is.
Queen Corellia, this is the spy we captured. She came through the Forbidden Sea.
You're a spy, as the men from the launch were too. But nothing is going to stop the Count anymore.
I like Nadia Cassini as the Amazon Queen. I feel like there was a story there for her where she was like with Zarth, but then Zarth betrays her. It was kind of like there, but not really. So maybe if they had explained that, it could have added another layer to this movie. Let's not lie to ourselves. Caroline Munro, pretty easy on the eyes. I do look forward to finding other movies with her. I have a feeling they're gonna be better. I mean, I like bad sci-fis, and to me this was just garbage. In the end, I can't recommend you watch it, but I mean, if you do, have a few drinks or something. Might make it better. I mean, there are some things I liked, but it's just like, hey, let's go on an adventure. Let's go down to this planet. Let's find all these shuttle launches. And then like each place is just like, why'd we go there? It feels like everything we did in this movie was just kind of a waste of time. And then even the final battle that it built towards was just a repeating cycle of the same shit. So you didn't rip off Star Wars, huh? Sure. Well, as always, thanks for watching.